Namaste, everyone. All right, back again with Siva, as the true name is Letkaya. All right, today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people think about when they think about music, especially when it comes to the hip hop industry. Today we're going to talk about rappers or channelers. Rappers are channelers. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about my case, for instance. As the understanding is Marquand in this vessel, I couldn't rap. I never could rap. I would try to drop bars, and let's just say I could only get up to maybe like 3 bars, 4 bars. Guys, I couldn't rap. I couldn't spit. I really couldn't. I mean, I wasn't good at it. I've done this, but here's the thing about it, guys. I used to produce, and rap on my own production way back in the day, like 15 years ago, 14. And I sucked then, and I still suck all the way up, no matter how much I practiced flowing or trying to spit freestyle. I could never formulate or get my brain in order to be able to put words together and then try to deliver punchlines. So, March 21st, 2015, I had my ascendance. I died in my bed. I came back, and I knew everything. Then all of a sudden, throughout the days of my enlightenment and my ascension, I would listen to music, and then I would rap. I would freestyle. Then I couldn't stop freestyling. Here's what I mean by this. I got good overnight. I got good instantly. Now I can rap. Now I can spit lyrics. I can spit lyrics like y'all guys would never believe. Here's the reason why. It's not because of Marquand. It's not because of me as the vessel that you see on this video. But with Siva, channeling Siva, now I can rap. But it's not me rapping, it's Siva. Now, back in the day, when I used to try to rap lyrics, I would talk about subject matter that was evolved around my reality or my environment. So I grew up in the hood. I was kind of like the nerd hood guy. Kind of like your Kanye. Just a hood nerd guy. Everybody came to me for something as far as something they didn't know about. Whether it be anime, culture, or music. So, I would rap about stuff that I was used to seeing or that I heard or would try to emulate somebody else's rap style, and it would just always be an epic failure. I couldn't get anything out correctly. So no matter how much I would drop N-bombs or F-bombs or talking about loading up gun clips and shooting shots and all this fantasy delusional shit that I was involved around in my life, I couldn't spit it out. I couldn't say what I experienced for some reason. But now with Siva channeling, as what I'm doing now, as I'm explaining myself from my perspective as the vessel, I can rap now. I can spit bars endlessly about subject matter or any subject matter. I can spit bars instantly, and it doesn't stop. As far as giving a demonstration on this video, that can be done, but we know we're here to teach. We're not here to preach just yet until we drop this album. So now I can channel Siva and I just spit lyrics. It doesn't stop. It won't stop. So I tried to explain this to my brother, him being an MC is Columbus, Ohio. He's known here as G Finesse, has his own band. Does a lot of shows. Kid's good. And I was trying to explain to him, like, I can rap now for some weird reason. Why can I rap all of a sudden? 30-some years, couldn't rap for a lick. Now I can for some reason. Right? So I had an awakening. My brain is fixed. I'm doing what I need to do now. So now, rappers are channeling. Now, for years, I used to try to understand How can a human mind come up with lyrics on the fly? How can a human mind come up with lyrics of subject matter and stay relevant to it? I couldn't understand it. How can they keep punchlining somebody to death in a freestyle battle off the top of their mind? I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, well, I should be able to do the same thing. Anybody should be able to do the same thing, but people can't because they're not channeling. They're just not channeling. So, when you think about rappers like Jay-Z, it's all about memory. Jay-Z keeps a clean nose. There's other things that Jay-Z does that y'all don't know personally, but his brain is correct. It's always been correct because he's always been channeling. So, as gods and goddesses as we are, metaphysically, we're all musicians. Every one of us plays an instrument or sings or chant mantra or plays drums. We all do in heaven. So we're always inclined to be around music, whether it be lyrics, poet, music, production, harmony, writing music. This is all about music, guys. God is music. So when I say rappers are channelers, you gotta think about that rapper that gets on that stage and just just goes ham. Whether it be from his written or unwritten. We're talking about the unwritten rappers. The ones that freestyle. The ones that can spit lyrics. They're channeling. They don't know it. There's a presence inside of you that makes you constantly blurt out information in a rhyme form. Well, that's us, not you guys. Y'all guys think you're channeling, y'all guys think that you're rapping freestyle from your own mind, off the top of your head. We're using your thoughts and memories to convey signals for you to relay the information. So what we mean by this is that you have to open yourself up as like what you would think when you turn into a channel. When you turn a channel on a TV, your channel plugged into gods. Or your Eminem and your channel plugged into demons. We're going to talk about who channels who and who channels what. It's all about sound vibration and subject matter. It's all about subject matter. So when we drop our album, our subject matter is not going to be about what everybody else is talking about. With our album, as we promote this album 108, The Last Prophecy, which isn't going to be the only one, it's going to be Siva talking, not this vessel that you see on this video, as Marquand Moorhead's understanding. It's going to be Siva. Nobody else. Nobody. Now, when rappers go through this, they like, man, I'm letting it go. You gotta let yourself go to freestyle, guys. When you start thinking in here, signals get messed up. So when freestyle rappers freestyle, they'll hear a beat. All they need to do is just think of one subject matter, and once that is there in your mind, we take it and we run with it, and we just take over your vessel, and you just flowing. But we're using your mind words. We're using your language. We're using your demeanor and swagger, and we're getting you to dance and groove with us. When you start spitting your lyrics and start cocking your head and start feeling the mic, it's because you're channeling us. We're in you guys. We're sharing an experience with you. This is why when people die and they see their whole life flash before their eyes, because in our memory, nothing goes nowhere that we experience through your eyes. So everything is recorded that you experience first person. Now, being able to channel this information, well, we hook up with MCs and we start to unlock them. We start decalcifying more of their pineal gland to where they can be able to communicate like this and have an advantage in life. So anyways, rappers are channeling. Whether you're writing incantations on paper, as when you put your lyrics down, you're taking information from nothingness. You guys are void spaces. All of you are void spaces. And you're taking information from nothingness that is non-local consciousness to apply it to an illusion that has to turn into his frequency to channel us. You have to turn into our channel, guys. And every time when a rapper freestyle spits, they might turn into a demonic channel or a divine channel. It's all about subject matter. So, think about the next time you hear that beat and you be like, man, this song makes me want to rap. Well, let go and just try it. Just let go and just say whatever comes to the top of your mind, because that's us. We're instant. Anybody that's channeling that knows that's a channeler knows that channeling is instant information. You don't have time to think. You can't think when you're channeling. Information is being poured into you. Then once you start thinking, demons catch on, and then they start putting more delusions into your head. Then you're channeling their channel. Then you just go on a delusional tangent, causing problems in the field. So anyways, rappers are channelers. Singers are channelers. Anybody that's in perpetual state of creation and divine purpose as far as saying a positive message is channeling. We're musicians, guys. You guys are possessed puppets. Every single one of you guys are possessed puppets. And you need us to be able to do what you guys can do in this place, because you can't do it on your own. So again, as I explained, if you decide to hear a song, you hear some music, you feel compelled to write lyrics, you feel compelled to rap freestyle, you're channeling. Whether you be someone that's spoken word, you're channeling. You writing music on a chromatic scale, you're channeling. But rappers, freestylers, are the best channelers in the world. And they don't know that they're channeling. And we're here to teach them how to correctly, besides just via using rap lyrics. And a lot of times, demons love music too, especially when you're not talking about the right thing. If you're not talking about the right thing, they will channel into you and you will just shit lyrics about guns and dope and pack and boy and girl and Molly and oh my goodness, you guys are idiots. But nobody doesn't know that because they're just living a delusion. You're in a dream world, guys. And you have to open up your frequency to the channel of the divine. So therefore you must become enlightened. Enlightenment opens a bigger channel for your life. So imagine what type of lyrics you're going to spit when you open us to your understanding. In enlightenment, you shall be freed. Then you start knowing truth. And then your whole lyrics will change. So let's say you're someone like, I don't know, I hate to pull shots, because I love Freddie Gibbs, and this is one of my big homie. This guy, Freddie Gibbs, is amazing. But he's channeling wrong information. But he can't help it because he's talking about something that he's already been put into, which is hood, Gary, Indiana. I remember when the GI Boys came to Columbus, Ohio. That shit was crazy. So anyways, it was like, we know the environment. And the only thing that you can channel is negative information from the environment. You have to remove yourself from that environment and just become enlightened. Once you go into penance, you'll come back to the hood and you'll say a whole different, totally different message. You'll talk about expansion of consciousness, what we're going to talk about on our album. We're going to talk about love in multiple dimensional formats in our album. We're going to talk about samsara a lot in our album. We're going to talk about the illusionary reality in our album. We're going to fucking blow the lid off of this shit with our album. Because what I used to try to rap about as the understanding of Marquand was bullshit. Now I'm about to tell you guys truth. And Shiva's about to explain it. He's going to use my mouth and possess me every time I'm in the studio. Every time when Shiva possesses me when I'm rapping downstairs, when I'm making a new beat. Oh my goodness. It's amazing now that I can rap overnight. How I used to not be able to rap for years. Alright? So are you ready to wake up? Are you ready to channel? Are you ready to rap life's truth? Are you ready to rap the truth? Are you ready to blow the lid off of this place? Well, you can't do it if you keep talking about the same damn thing, guys. And we're going to talk about something totally different. As most rappers talk about in this place, we're just tired of it. We're sick of it. Nobody's not talking about anything except for money, drugs, alcohol, women, coochie, And y'all barely talk about love. Y'all barely talk about future. None of you guys do. But you can make a song about, you know, think about, as many people as I don't want to keep using names, but listen to the radio every day. Every song is about getting laid. It ain't really about love anymore like it used to be. So anyways, it's not that hard to pay attention to the music that you listen to nowadays. It's also teaching your kids something that they don't need to learn. And what we're gonna spit about, we're taking hip hop back. Hip hop started off with a way of teaching. Now we got trap music. Now we got, heaven forbid, dubstep. Oh my goodness. You want to see angry angels? Make dubstep beats. Keep it up. Heaven doesn't like dubstep at all. Guys, we're just giving you our preferences through this vessel. Electronic music for robotic people. And that's what you guys are turning into. And no music is saying anything new. Now we're about to say something about the Tibetan Book of the Dead all through our songs. We're going to talk about the truth of reality through our songs. We're going to teach you guys something that y'all have never been taught. And we ain't talking about no 5%er shit. It's not 5%er music we're going to be making. This is revolutionary music we're going to be channeling. Because this has not been done, you guys are going to hear some lyrics that you never heard before. So we're being very boastful. We're being very adamant. We're being very cocky. We're being very divinely egotistical. Because what we tell is the truth. We don't tell no lies. Y'all guys do. Peace out.